I wrote a little stuff down. I have to do that so I can remember all the stuff that I would like to say about him. But Robert Alton Buddy Fairchild was, by all definitions of the term, a true Southern gentleman. He made friends with complete strangers wherever he went, and he had friends all over the place. I can't say how many people I've met over the years that knew him. He would help out anyone in need and give you the shirt off his back. He really was a true friend. And I'm very blessed to have had him as my Bud. Bud was my grandfather, but he was really more like a second father to me. After my dad had his wreck that left him paralyzed, we moved in with Nana and Bubba for a while when our house was being built. I'm not positive, but I believe this is where me and Bubba's relationship really took off. I was 2 years old, and he was larger than life. He became my best friend. As I grew older, I remember being so excited when I was as tall as his shoulders. I don't know, I just always thought he was so tall, but he was the biggest man in the world to me. I loved sitting in his lap and talking to him. I would have him tell me stories of the good old days of LP in Transylvania and of his childhood. We really talked a lot, and that never changed. You can ask Nana and Mom or my wife. Sorry. It would start out a conversation between us all, and by the end of lunch, he and I would end up in the back of the house talking for hours about farming and the new gun he just got or was about to get. Between him and Uncle Bane, they were my two favorite people in the world to talk to. I'm sure gonna miss the talks, but I know the two of them are up there chewing the fat. My brother Gabe and me had hunted with Bubba plenty before he took us both deer hunting in Texas, and Gabe shot his first deer with him on Big 8. But when I was probably 12 or so, we got in Panther Lake Hunting Club. He built us a camp on an old trailer house frame. A trailer house wasn't built well enough for him. This thing was put together right. He really enjoyed setting that camp up for us boys. I think either Blaine or Matthew dubbed it Bubba's Roost. He would wake up early every morning and have us breakfast made and jab at us, asking, "Boys, are y'all gonna sleep all day?" The times with him at that camp were some of the best of my life. He was so giving of himself and of his time. He was always there for us, no matter what. We never had to want for much with Bubba around. I wish there was some way I could have repaid him for all he did. I'm so thankful that for the last few years I've been able to farm some of his land. It really meant the world to me and made me proud when him or Uncle Bane would pay me a compliment. I really love farming, but ever since I came back to farm 6 years ago, I've had the urge to plant cotton. I grew up around it my whole life, and between Dad and Bubba, and I just missed it. But a lot of it had to do with I wanted to make Bubba proud. So I planted my first cotton crop this spring, and I know he was excited about it. He helped me find the picker I bought from his good friend, Mr. Donald Gregory. I was really looking forward to him riding it with me this fall. But I have a feeling he'll be there. I'm gonna miss our talk so much. I was telling Mom last night. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'll ever not expect to see him sitting in his chair when I round the corner at the back of his house looking down that long hallway. We both used to just love to ride and look and talk. A couple times we rode over to Vicksburg and up to Eagle Lake in Showtod, where he would tell me about the old days on Henderson Island. He would stop by the Lowe store and Onward store and Showtod Landing just to talk to friends he knew. He knew them all over the place. We rode from there up Highway 1 all the way up past Lake Washington and crossed the river at Greenville and head back to Transylvania. That was a nice ride. I was going through a tough spot in my life the first time we did that, and we always talked about doing it again as soon as we had the chance. But as life goes, we're always blowing and going, as he liked to say, and we never got a chance to. I'd give anything to have the opportunity to make that ride one more time. Bubba, you're severely missed, but I know you're in a better place. A place where the cotton rows never end and the white perch bite year-round. Bubba was a great man. I'm proud to have his blood running through my veins. My only wish is that one day I can be half the man he was. Thank y'all.